Hello, my dear friends. This is your coach, Mr. Magno. We're looking at genre today. Poetry genre. Interesting. So we're going to look at this situation right here. Let's listen to this poem because we're going to write one, and we're going to start simple. Let's listen to it. To travel is the name of the poem.
Travel, to visit distant places, to leave my corner of the world, to seek new names and faces. Adventure, adventure, exploring foreign lands. If I can leap across the globe, my universe expands. A novel waves her arms to me. Come read, she cries. Her pages dance with ancient tales, a feast for hungry eyes. The paintings on museum walls are begging me to tour. Leave your home and live our scenes, a grand exchange for sure. To travel, through timeless books and art, I enter and experience a life so far apart. I sail across the seven seas, my heart soars like a bird, and soon I'm hearing languages I've never ever heard. Far across the seven seas, aromas fill the air. Foods I've never ever tried are eaten everywhere. Music blares a different tune, and strange new clothes are worn. Parents pass on customs to the young ones who are born. I've traveled. It's left me more aware, a valuable connection to the universe we share. By reading books and viewing art, I've learned a thing or two. The world was made not just for me, but made for me and you. Jad Abbas.
All right, so you can see this poem is about traveling, but it's not, the message in it is not necessarily traveling through on an airplane or a car. Um, I love that how the author uses her imagination because it says right here that she travels. Let me get my marker. A novel waves her arms to me. Come read, come read. So she learns. She learns about other cultures when she reads, and she learns what the ancient tales and paintings on museum walls are begging me to tour. So she is not necessarily traveling on her own. She is using her imagination. And at the end, look at the poem. It tells us how it says to travel through timeless books. So here's what she's telling us. You can travel through books and learn about cultures and ideas. And when she says, I enter and experience a life so far apart. And that is so true. Sometimes you will learn about a place that you will never be there, but you were there through the book. So this is how you travel through your imagination. So notice how this author focuses on traveling, but it's not necessarily traveling to the book through using physically traveling to the place. Let's look at the second part of this poem. Also notice we talked about when we were in class, we talked about stanzas. Here is a stanza of 4 lines. You can see them. Let's just review a little bit of the vocabulary that you learned in class. This is line one, and you know what? That's going to be a little challenging, so I'm not going to underline them. I'm going to count them. This is line one, line two, line three, line four. So this is a stanza of 4 lines. And remember, we also talked about the how many words are in each line, and that will let you know how many what is the measure of that line. One, two, three, four, five, six. One, two, three, four, five, six. One, two, three, four, five. One, two, three, four. So notice that not all the lines have the same number. It doesn't have the same measurements. So, so it's interesting to see how different artists or writers write differently their poems. Now, the other thing to notice here too is how they use metaphors. Um, let's see. Here's one metaphor. It says, "My heart soars like a bird." So they're comparing two things, and this is what I'm going to expect from you when you write your poem. You're going to look at, compare two things in your poem, and then just write it down, write a metaphor. It should be easy. I'm going to help you, I'm going to model it for you. Um, anyway, so she finishes her poem, and it's inviting you and me to to visit the world to books. The world was made for not just for me, but made for you and me. And also notice that she repeats words like I've traveled, I traveled, but that's the first sentence, the first line on that particular stanza. On the next line, she starts with far, far across the seven seas. So she talks about places that are not close. Anyways, your assignment is going to be this. You're going to go to Google Classroom and I'm going to open this. Let me see where it says poems. There is an assignment waiting for you. Let me edit it. So let me see it, edit. And what this does is saying open a Google document, insert a 2 column by 2 column table. That should be by 2 column by 2 row table. Write the two columns by two. Sorry, this should be plural right here, my friends. Okay. Write the following titles in each of the 4 rectangles. Rectangle number 1, you're going to write people and places you love. Rectangle number 2, you're going to title it things you love to do. Rectangle number 3, questions you have about the world. And rectangle number 4, memories. All right, so let me model that for you. I'm going to open a document. I'm going to create a document. Click on create. Click on document. So again, this document, when you do this, yours should be already titled, but the title is, what is the title of this thing? Is Ideas to Write a Poem. Ideas to write a poem. All right, now remember, as you start your page, the first thing you gotta do is type your name, then the date, which is May 13, 2020, and the subject is writing. Now you enter twice, you press the left alignment, and now you're gonna insert a table, a 2 by 2 table. That means 2 columns and 2 rows. And you click on it. There it is. So you see the rectangle. So now I'm going to follow directions. On rectangle number 1, I need to write people and places I love. So I'm going to do that. People and places I love. And rectangle number 2, we're going to write things I like to do. Okay, so things I like to do. And rectangle number 3, questions I have about the world. So I'm going to write that here. Okay, so you click on that one. Questions I have about the world. And the last one is memories. So it says to write memories. All right, so those are your tables. What you're gonna expand it. So you're gonna click inside the first rectangle and place enter, 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 enter. Place enter about 3 or 4 times. And then you do the same thing on the bottom. And you are going to now type your information. So what I would do too, I want you to highlight that one, make it a title. Make it a title. See that? make this one a title as well. Title. All right, let me select that. And maybe you don't want to make it that big, then that'll be okay. But I'm just going to make it that way. So I'm going to make it a title. Okay, so now I'm going to write what's important to me. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select bullets. Let me see, where are my bullets? They're not here. Oh, there they are. Now click on bullets. So I'm going to write, for example, people and places I love. Well, Mexico I love. The United States I love. I love California. I'm just going down the line here. Let me see. Oh, look at this. One more place that I love that I've been in there is Hawaii. Hawaii. Can I add more places? Let me see. Where have I been? I think I've been in Louisiana. Louisiana. I like that place. Oh, you know what? Another place that I like is called Vista Grande. That's a good place to be. Oh, my home. People and places I love. So that will be part of places. Let me see people. Ha. My daughters. I'm gonna write them names down. Sophia and Susana. Remember, I'm just writing now. Let me see. My wife. That's it. I better write her name down, otherwise I'll get in trouble. So you can see you can only do four, but I wrote a lot of them. What are things that I like to do? Oh, my friends, this is just so much fun. Things that I love to do. What are the things that I love to do? Well, I love writing, teaching, learning, playing my guitar. You know what I love to learn also? To meditate. I love meditating. It gives me such a wonderful way to begin my day. Also, I learned to exercise. Exercise. Yes. Things I like to do. Okay. Play with my friends. Do I have friends? Hmm. Hey, no. If I don't have them, that's okay. Anyway, so that's about four. You can write a lot more if you want to. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take away some of these spaces here, so you're not going into two what do you call that? Two pages. All right, let me insert bullets again. You can use bullets or you can use numbers if you want. Number bullets. I like bullets right now. So questions I have about the world. Why is why is the universe so vast? What will be another question? Why do we have nails? I just thought of that right now. Um, why do why do we have nails? Why do kids and grown-ups. See, I'm using my spell check to make sure you do the same thing. Um, get hypnotized by a screen. Yeah, you know that, my friends. You know that happens a lot. Um, why do roly polies roll into a ball? Um, how is glass made? Oh, look at all these questions I have, my friends. So many questions to look for the answers. Okay, so I'm gonna go to memories. Look at the memories. We're gonna use bullets. I like the dots. And so, oh look, and I can choose different kinds of bullets. Check this out. So I can choose squares. I can also select, let's see what else. Stars. Oh yeah, baby, stars. I love stars. Okay, anyways, some memories. What memories do I have? Okay, um, playing soccer in my street as a child. I remember that clearly. Right there on the streets, it was not paved. There were like little like it was paved with rocks, but we still played. We had a good time. Um, Memories. Working for my father, delivering ice blocks. Yeah, interesting. You should hear those stories, my friends. They're amazing. Anyways, what else do I remember? Huh, I remember a teacher. Um, what is the word? Punching me softly, yeah, on my back, because a girl accused me of, I don't know, we were outside, we were practicing the flag salute, accused me of bothering her. I think that was it. I was a good kid. I don't know why she was accusing me. Anyways, I remember that. A teacher punched me softly. Okay, yeah, look at this. I'm using my spell check. Use your spell check, my friends. Let me see. Oh, when I was my trip to the United States. Yes, I know I need to be capitalized. Um, that I remember. Those are wonderful memories. Um, let's see, memories. Learning English. Oh man, what a memory. Meeting. Oh, you know what was amazing for me? Meeting new people um, in my community college. But you know what? New people from other countries. You have to remember that I came from Mexico. So in Mexico, when I went to school, they were all Mexicans. Okay. So when I was in the United States, I was like, whoa, interesting. People from India, people from Colombia, people from, let me see, Peru, Nicaragua. Well, Peru, Nicaragua, sorry, Mexico, and those places, and people from the United States. All right, so this is how you do this activity. Okay, this is my stuff. You can use some of the places because we probably have some things in common, but this is how you would do this assignment. And I'm going to choose to write a poem about one of these assignments. And I think, and you need to underline it. Okay, so I'm going to write about a poem about a memory. I think I'm going to write this one because I think it's interesting. It doesn't bother me, it's just interesting. So that's what I'm selecting. So remember, my friends, this is how you do the assignment for today. Signing out your coach, Mr. Manuel, the which is the best. And I hope you write a lot of beautiful ideas in these four cells from this table.